Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the e-brake shoes on this 2004 Ford Crown Victoria. And we show you on the passenger side, but the driver's side is the same procedure. And the items you'll need for this is new brake shoes from 1AAuto.com, 10mm and 21mm sockets and a ratchet, flat blade screwdriver, locking pliers, a hammer, and jack stands. Start off prying off your hubcap, then use a 21mm socket to loosen up your wheel cover. After the wheel cover is removed, remove these 21mm lug nuts. And if you don't have air-powered tools, you want to loosen the lug nuts up while the vehicle's on the ground, jack it up, and remove them the rest of the way. And once those are removed, the wheel pulls right off. You want to remove your brake caliper first by removing these two 10mm nuts. And we'll just fast forward as Don does this. Now, using a flat blade screwdriver, pry the inner brake pad in to push that caliper piston in. And then using your flat blade screwdriver, just pry that caliper off. And now just set it aside. Now, using a hammer, just lightly tap off your rotor, unless you can just pull it off freely without a problem. Next, we need to remove the springs. And you want to remove this one and this one right here. So using locking pliers, grab on to the bottom of the spring and pull it out of that lower brake shoe. Then carefully let the spring up and pull it down and out. And you may have to maneuver it a little bit to get it out of there. Now use your locking pliers on the other spring and pull it out of that top shoe, and then it just pulls down and off. Next, you want to push that clip off that pin so you can pull the shoes forward and off. And you want to do the same thing with the lower one. There's a clip with a pin in the back, and you just want to pull that pin free, and the shoe will pull off. On the right is the old brake shoes. On the left are the new ones from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they're going to mount exactly the same. Take your first brake shoe and push that pin through, and then push that clip back on and slide it back. Now take your lower brake shoe and do the same thing. Now you want to line up the brake shoes onto this clip. Once you've got it lined up, put that large spring back in. And you want to clip it into that top brake shoe, and then using those locking pliers, pull it down and clip it into the lower brake shoe. Now put your adjuster into place on the brake shoes. And then Once you've got your adjuster lined up, take that spring and clip it back into place. Now put your rotor back into place, and you want just a little bit of resistance here. If you don't have any resistance or you have too much, then you want to use this adjuster to just move your brake shoes in and out. Now push your caliper back into place. And we'll fast forward as Don replaces those two 10mm bolts and tightens them up. And you want to torque those bolts to about 20 to 25 foot-pounds. Once you're all set, put your wheel back on and replace your lug nuts. And tighten them preliminarily, lower the vehicle and tighten them the rest of the way, and then torque each of them in a crossing pattern to 100 foot-pounds. And we'll fast forward as he replaces the wheel cover and tightens up those 21mm lug nut caps, and then replaces that hubcap.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.